follow Canna, if you just tuned in to watch the finals today, this is one of his like legacy picks, right? Back when he was playing on T1, this was a champion you'd be afraid to give him, and it's a champion to this day. Many teams
put him into a fantastic spot, and I think that'll be the goal here again. And the only thing is this time around less setup for him as Caps maybe visiting.
Miasma down, Darking Dagger's coming out as well as kyeahoo is able just to slither his way back with the wave pushing in, should be fine. Yike coming in just to interrupt SkewMond's back.
Spotted on Vision, and that early hawk shot used from Caliste spotted that Labrov had gone back to base.
But
so
Caliste hasn't reset, so G2 basically saying, hey, we can fight this because Caitlyn has more items.
Yeah, but Hans can't really get into the fight at all. He's separated from the rest of the team. I think G2 realized that. The Drake secured by KC. Caps is forced away.
Yeah.
So I'm of the opinion that I don't think G2 really cared. Oh, hang on, Arrow.
Arrow down, beat drop, on Corp as well. Labrov pretty tanky for the moment. He gets a magical journey, but it's not far enough to take him out of harm's way. KC with burst blood. Now Hans Sommer underneath the tower by himself. Caliste takes the tower shot. Ace in the hole coming out as well. Yike will block that one up. SkewMond's on his way across. And KC wisely will back out of any further dive.
But just good utilization of the
Play around the Drake.
It's too difficult to contest, I think. They're instead focused on pushing out that bot wave, get plates for Caps, and just accept that in these early trades, they're not.
Maybe we want to try and play around mid, because if you end up connecting on mid with like Broken Blade's ultimate or Caps roaming with SkewMond, suddenly that Tempered Fate and to pick could be huge, but the Realm Warp's been used boss.
kyeahoo, Noxious Blast for the movement speed, then puts the Miasma down, turns and faces them. A Petrifying Gaze and China Crystal out to follow up, only hits onto SkewMond. kyeahoo down to a 3rd HP, there's the pillow. SkewMond has the flash, but Yike flashes for the chase and brings home the kill. Caps and Labrov now forced away. A subjugate on Labrov will chip away at his health bar as well. KC 2k up, and they put the pressure down towards the mid lane. A little bit of deep vision for G2 around the blue buff of KC. Drake up in 15 seconds time. KC now trying to regain control of this mid lane. Yet to see the top laners too involved. As Canna is here, Tempered Fate's going to go down, a trap to follow up, but SkewMond dives forward. Here's the hero's entrance, and there's the CC chain onto Caliste. KC overstepped. Canna trying to burn through the dogs, but he can't do it. Miasma short of clipping Broken Blade, who dashes away. A magical journey from Labrov. And in what is essentially a 4v5 in KC's favor, G2 find a kill.
That cosmic binding from Labrov was insane. It ends up hitting Caliste in the midst of all those KC members, and the immediate Temper Fate follow-up is perfect for G2.
This is what we were talking about earlier when G2 want to attack in the setup. Rather than just playing that traditional front to back, they catch KC unawares, and most importantly, kyeahoo wasn't there. kyeahoo was pushing out that top wave. He didn't have his TP at the start
of this game, but 17 minutes in, still a 2,000 gold lead for the men in blue, or black, I guess, in their new kit. To change the name around a little bit as Caliste flashes away. Realm Warp coming in as well as Caps looks for the chase, but Caliste is able to walk out. Tempered Fate's going to catch onto the Ashe, and now it's Caliste on his lonesome because Busio's already done for. G2 find 2 more in the mid lane.
Another pick found by G2. KC rotating through their jungle, and again this mobility, this ability to quickly collapse before KC can react.
Putting pressure in a lot of spots here for G2.
It's KC who will maintain a tower advantage. 3-1 for now. That top lane's going to fall pretty sharpish. Temper Fate going down as Yike comes around the corner and forces Labrov away. Continues to chop down on him with both in the main and China Crystal doesn't quite find him, but even through Mikhail's blessing, he can't undo the curse of the chase from Yike solo.
Early Yike in position to cover, so it is very much about the timings for G2, and it might be a right timing for them right now.
Canna's flash is about to come off cooldown, but it won't be there soon enough. SkewMond goes in, they'll lock him against the wall, and now with Labrov chasing around the corner, Caps gets the kill. Great collapse from G2 towards the top side.
Canna's flash did in fact come up just at the right time, just for him to flash into a wall. A big fumble there from Canna, as with that pick, G2 will start off the Baron.
He was all the way down towards the bottom side, hasn't used the TP to get back up here. Baron down to 12,000. SkewMond's going to eat some honey fruit, top himself back up. KC trying to get in here, but there's a line of snap traps. They're going to stop their advances. 6k on the Baron now as KC try to advance. A small avenue for them to get in. Tempered Fate's going to land. G2 turn their attentions towards the enemy jungle, and Encore goes through, but SkewMond's able to dodge to the side of it. Flash away from Yike, flash away from Broken Blade, but Caliste begins to open up. A hero's entrance becomes only an exit, and he's leaving in a coffin. KC with beautiful team fighting will take the fight and take the Baron alongside.
They're a man down, but KC doesn't care.
And just like that, KC now in the driver's seat here in game 1.
You could see what G2 were thinking. It's like, we'll give them this small way through the snap traps, and then we'll Tempered Fate on top of them. but they couldn't take Yike down.
And you can see that Broken Blade only escapes into the pit to send himself back into the frying pan.
Kameto seems somewhat excited about the results
That was
of
moderation.
that fight. And I think that G2 is in a very difficult decision there between finishing the Baron and going for the fight. They went for the fight and it was the wrong choice. Now they look for a pick.
Tempered Fate, Labrov trying to get across the wall here with Caps. Busio there with the encore. Cuts out the Caps. Mikhail's away from Labrov. Caps able to walk out. Canna comes in from the side as well. Caps and Labrov will have to walk the long way back around to their tower. Mid lane tier 2 is going to fall. Caps does have the Realm Warp here, and they'll turn their attentions across towards Canna, who doesn't have a flash. Hound's pursuit in, equalizer down, arrow dodge to the side, and Canna will fall to the dogs. G2 find another pick. kyeahoo getting chased out here by Broken Blade, but should be able to just slide his way gracefully back through the jungle.
It's that mobility again coming back for too much pressure down. Although as I say that, I mean, Cops is in a good spot for the Realm Warp, but Broken Blade is here as well.
Summer's not with them right now. Broken Blade has to flash away from Miasma. Yike steps forward. There's the encore. Only hits onto BB and equalizer down as well in that small choke point. Broken Blade Justice Punch finds none of it. SkewMond tries to dash away, but it's rooted where he stands. And Caliste will find every arrow in his quiver and put them into the back of the dogs. Caps now trying to stand tall underneath his tier 2, but the Realm Warp's gonna have to get him away. The gaze of kyeahoo is petrifying as Hans Summer falls to the Serpent's Fangs. KC finds 3 and now will push for the tier 2 in top.
KC simply run G2 down. They say, everything be damned.
To sit and fire.
Guys, I think
So he gets caught out.
Look, Nafiri responds faster, and Trundle will not be there. I think it's our time to mega send it with ult, okay? Like, just be confident.
We haven't seen that yet. We
Yeah.
haven't seen the call of the pack onto the back line with the hero's entrance coming in. Yike is now here though. Caps trying to find a flank position as Broken Blade steps forward, and Chakra is going to go down onto the Galio. Equalizer down as well, but isn't really finding too much of G2. A Tempered Fate only lands onto Canna. The Drake is up. Soul is available for KC, and now they'll start it up. Caps forced away towards the top side. KC trying to play in this pocket of vision around this bush.
Keep watching kyeahoo. Look at his positioning here, right on the forefront, zoning the rest of G2 away.
Yeah, he's doing such a good job. Canna in that bush as well, meaning that G2 just can't step in. SkewMond looking for the dash across the back of the pit. Torn out from Broken Blade. Caps is still in mid. G2 have given up the ghost on the Soul. KC will secure it.
I think they're just hoping that SkewMond might have been able to make the steal, but KC are going to push back.
On the back foot right from the start. That Rumble ultimate now coming off cooldown. The Ashe ultimate coming off cooldown. All these ultis getting ready to go as G2's looking for a fight.
KC have to be sure they don't skip steps as SkewMond goes in. There's a hero's entrance, but Caliste just steps out of the back of it. Charm onto Broken Blade. Caliste begins to open up, and equalizer in from Canna, who TPs towards the backline. And Yike and Canna are just stopping anyone from G2, saving Broken Blade. KC find another, and now G2 don't have those tools to get in towards the Baron pit.
The equalizer was a red velvet barrier instead this time, denying the follow-up, but G2 survived.
Chased out by kyeahoo. Dark and daggers don't hit. Petrifying Gaze doesn't either, but the Twin Fangs enough to take down the Nafiri. G2 were looking for Canna with that Tempered Fate, but they just can't find him. The rest of KC there to back up their top laner.
KC are simply playing the fight better. This comp from G2 is hard to navigate in the 5v5, and KC are taking full advantage of that. kyeahoo on the hunt.
kyeahoo rocket belts forward, and Caps has no minion wave under the tower to stop the turret's aggression. He flashes the wall and he will escape, but Baron secured. Now for KC. Back the way that he wants. This time couldn't clip onto Yike. It's a 1-4 split for KC. Yike, Caliste, and Busio are just hovering in the jungle and trying to pistol down. Justice Punch out from Broken Blade. He'll use the rocket belt to escape any further clutches of KC, but now with the two waves not quite synced up, KC will advance on mid. First couple of plates down. There's the encore onto Caps. Mikhails gets him out of it. But still, the tower almost falling, and G2 just have to back away.
There's nothing that G2 can do. There's too many members from KC there, and they deal way too much damage right now. KC are just marching through the base.
Great patience from KC. And
across the course of the weekend, Yike has been stepping up, and here we see on the Trundle just stopping any possibility of G2 going in.
well, they're getting desperate now. They'll fish, and here we go.
Tempered Fate again misses. Like, KC just aren't giving G2 any way to get into a fight, any way to find a skirmish, any way to pick up a man. It is so patient and sublime to watch, I'll be honest. There's the equalizer, and here's the follow-up. Yike and kyeahoo pushing in, and Canna's here to burn them all! well. A magical journey leads him to the fountain, but as he goes, he takes G2 with him. Caps and Hansama are sitting in the death realm, and all they can do is watch as Casey, with an almost perfect performance in terms of patience and team fighting, just absolutely decimate the reigning champs of the LEC. This was a message, and it has been well sent. KC just sweep away G2 in game 1.
An impressive performance from KC. Great patience. It looked a little scary when they were getting picked off, but their play around the Baron was the key deciding moment. Great game from them. Let's hear what the analysts have to say.
Well, the first game comes up blue, and it seems that perhaps it has more of an